And I want to remind you of something as I begin today, that you were born to do something great with your life.
Normal is an enemy. Every believer should flee from normal. When you walk with God, you should not be ordinary. When you walk with God, you ought not be like everybody else. When you walk with God, he does amazing stuff. When you walk with God, he lets you meet people you never thought you would meet. When you walk with God, there's a spirit of gratitude that comes into your life because your life is not normal. When you walk with God, God will always do the unexpected. I'm wondering if there's anybody in here who's spiritual enough to have walked in the unexpected. You can't put me in a box. You can't expect me to always dress the same, look the same, and act the same. You can't expect me to fit into your routine, ordinary, lifeless, philosophical ideology, because I serve a God. He does the unexpected. Have you met my God?
People around you are trying to get you to conform to average. The thing that's going to kill your dream is your addiction to other people's approval.
Are there areas that you're being common in, doing what everybody else is doing? God has uncommon favor in your future, but you have to do your part and be uncommon. That's what brings uncommon turnarounds, uncommon favor. This is what happened with David. David made this decision to be uncommon. He was willing to do what others wouldn't do. When others were shrinking back in fear, David rose up in faith. When you go against the grain, don't be surprised if common people tell you how it's not going to happen. You can't start your business. You don't have the experience. You have something on you that they cannot see. Ordinary people would settle. The good news is you are uncommon. Like David, you're going to defeat giants that look bigger. You're going to accomplish dreams that seemed impossible. Friends, God has not only chosen you, but he has set you apart.
You got to get a little bit more intense. You got to stop being so dadgum casual.
Being successful is so hard, but I realized that not being successful was hard too. How you going to feed your children? How you going to pay your bills? It's hard, ain't it? Just make the decision that you're not going to be poor anymore. Don't matter how you were born. It's a decision, man. You could be poor and become rich.
This is going to be the year that the cycle breaks. This is going to be the year that you leap over obstacles. This is going to be the year that the tail becomes the head. 2022 is my year for the unexpected. Don't look for me where you left me. Don't expect me to be where you dropped me off, because I'm getting ready to step somewhere I've never stepped before. Don't expect me to be expected. Don't expect me to be normal. I will not stay where you leave me. I will not stay in the condition I was in. Something is going to move this year. Something's going to open up this year. Give God the glory. Yeah. I'm getting ready to break the routine. I'm getting ready to do the impossible. I'm getting ready to stand on my own. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I will arise till I rise.
Regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you've been carrying with you, you could decide today that you were born to do something great.
We all face things in life that try to push us down. But God didn't create you to be overcome. He created you as an overcomer. There's a force breathing in your direction, giving you strength that you didn't have. It causes you to rise up. That difficulty cannot defeat you. It's just a matter of time before you rise back up. You may be down, but that is not your final destination. God is saying, get ready to rise. What was meant for your harm, God is turning to your advantage. I shall arise. When you say that, forces of darkness tremble. No more, it's never going to change. My business will never make it. Zip that up. If you talk defeat, you're going to have defeat. I'm not denying the problem, All I'm saying is I'm not staying here. I shall arise. God hasn't brought you this far to leave you. And that person that walked out on you, they didn't stop your destiny. God has somebody better coming. You may be in a pit, so to speak. The good news is the Most High God is about to lift you out. He's about to open new doors, bring new opportunities. That pit is not your destiny. Get ready to rise.
So if you want to stay connected with me, this is the very best way to stay connected with me. Go to tigertoledo.com. You'll go to my global hub. I always release bonuses, all kind of free stuff that you can get because I want you guys to win in this notary industry. It ain't about just me. In the beginning, it was about me. Let me see if I can get this cracking, make as much money as I can, on my own. And if my system proves to be true, then I'll share it with the family. And that's what you're here today. The system that I have is proven. It's solid. It's helped thousands of notaries. I've been doing this webinar for about 2.5 years now. It's solid. So the things that I'm going to show you guys tonight, the only way you won't make money is if you don't apply none of the stuff that I show you. So let's get it. I can help you make money. Finding happiness is your problem. Straight up. That's my disclaimer on this one. I can help you make money. I'm good at that. I'm good at helping companies, individuals make money. But as far as happiness is concerned, I can't say that money is going to help you find happiness. That's not the case for a lot of people. I have a student right now just grossed $160,000 in her notary business. Happiness, give or take, maybe not. But the money doesn't bring you happiness like that, like how you would think it is. But it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So if you're ready to get it, please type in, let's get it. I need you to type in, let's get it. This is a full interactive course. This is not recorded, pre-recorded, none of that. Type in, let's get it. I need to see that. All right. Thank you, Aileen. Thank you, Miss T. Tamika. She said, let's get it. We got Claire said, let's get it. Come on, let me see them, let's get it. We got a nice little room in here tonight. By the way, this is a no judgment zone, so if you want to roll up, pull up, you do that. Enjoy yourself. You can let your hair down over here. Enjoy yourself. We're going to have fun and make money at the same time. So, all right, let's get it. Tamar said, let's get it. All right. So I have 2 questions for you guys. The first question is, what city are you tuning in from? I need to know what city are you tuning in from, because it helps me understand like my reach. I get people from Texas, California, Tennessee. Look at it. All right, awesome. We got Richmond in the house. Damn, that shit's coming in too damn fast. Oh, y'all typing way too fast now. I need to shout you out properly. Woo. Oh, they're coming in. North Virginia, Boston, Phoenix, Arizona. We got Florida. We got Colton, California. Hold on, I don't want to leave nobody out now. I don't want to leave nobody out. Okay, we got Kentucky in the house. Lawrenceville, Montgomery, Alabama, Northern Virginia, Boston, Phoenix, Arizona. You guys see this? You guys see this? You see what's happening here? Florida, Colton, California. Yeah, definitely. Happy New Year 2022, the new you for 2022. So this is what I want you guys to do. All right? This is very important. I'm going to show you how you will expand your notary business in one swoop. Everybody on this webinar right now, if you guys want additional business, share your information on the chat. Yes. I know you don't hear this from any other webinars. They don't want you sharing the information and crazy shit like that. This ain't your normal webinar. I want you to share your information in the chat, put in your name, put in your phone number, put in your email, because this right here is going to allow you to expand your business and become a notary agency just like that overnight. There we go. There we go. Put in your email, put in your phone number, whatever. If somebody, in the state that you're in as well, because if you have something in Arizona, boom, I know I could call this person in Arizona. If you have something in California, you can say, hey, I have a notary that I can reach out to on California. And guess what? You have an immediate icebreaker because you met on this webinar. You met at this webinar. Hey, I got your email and phone number from the Notary Cashflow webinar with Tiger Toledo. Oh yeah, I was on there. Hey, guess what? I have an appointment in your neck of the woods. Would you be interested in taking it? Boom, that's it. And break bread with each other. And break bread with each other. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. If it's going too fast for you guys, screenshot it. Store it into your phone. Come on, this is the technology age, you guys. We gotta use this to our advantage. We gotta use this to our advantage. Right now, you guys have notary agencies. You literally have notary entrepreneurs in different states, just like that. You see how that works? You see how that works? Don't worry, I got more of that piff for you. So, okay, now that I know where you guys are tuning in from, you guys continue to put in your information in there, share it with the family. Once we get business and stuff like that in different states, at least we have people that we can connect to, and it's not a cold call. It's a very warm call that you can reach out to that person. You already know how to ice break it. I met you. I saw your information on the Notary Cashflow Academy. I have an assignment in your neck of the woods. Would you be interested? That's it. That's it. Don't make it complicated. It's simple as shit. The next thing I want to ask you guys is, are you an active notary or are you baby fresh? Type in the chat if you're an active notary or you're baby fresh, aka Similac.
Due to the massive impact social media and technology are having on the notary industry, the rise of the smart notary is in full effect. Are you prepared for the inevitable changes, or will you become obsolete? Nationwide notary agency owner Tiger Toledo shows you exactly how to leverage opportunities that currently exist. Through real-life examples, personal stories, insight, and examples, Tiger shares how he took his small one-man traveling notary service to a nationwide success using the same technology available to you. Rise of the Smart Notary will teach you how to take advantage of today's opportunities. Provide strategies and tips for using social media. Breakdown of the traditional way versus the new way of doing business. How you can exploit the opportunities that exist today. Tiger will also teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Explain top mistakes notaries make with their business. Provide immediate steps you can take towards success. Grab your copy today. It will change your life.
Active as hell. She's active as hell. 2 years in, baby. Partially active. Cassandra said active. Awesome. Crystal's active. Joypad said baby fresh but active now. I love it. I love it. Tamara's fresh out the box. Similac, baby. Love it. Love it. Full-time fresh baby. Ooh, you're going full-time on the baby fresh. Okay. I love it. So This is great. This is great because it helps me tailor the conversation that we're about to have according to. So it looks like we have more active notaries than baby fresh, but so you guys will learn a lot from the people that are active. We're also going to go into a Q&A at the tail end of this, so just stay tuned for that, and I'll be able to answer a lot of your questions, and we can chime in and chop it up as a family. So you're probably wondering, who the hell is Tiger Toledo? What's this guy about? First things first, I own U.S. Notary Agency. That is a notary agency, a nationwide notary agency. I dispatch notaries all across the United States to service clients whatever they need to do, whether it's a vehicle power of attorney, whether it's a trust package, real estate documents, it don't matter. If you need it, we'll service that for you. Next thing is, I am a global instructor. I teach notaries all across the world. Now, believe it or not, this notary business is a global economy. They have notaries in India. We have notaries in Mexico. We have notaries in Brazil, in Africa, in Europe. This is a $1 billion industry. I don't know if anybody told you this before, but this is a $1 billion industry, not $1 million or multi-million dollar, but a $1 billion industry. So you have to understand that a lot of these law firms, a lot of these court systems, they rely on notaries to verify a lot of these documents. These title companies, there's a title company in every damn country. There's an escrow company in every country. There's a law firm in every country. This is a global economy, you guys. Huge, huge. Passive income. A lot of, you probably never heard this before, but yes, you can make passive income in the notary industry. I make passive income many, many ways. One of the ways that I make passive income is merchandising. I have a t-shirt line, hoodies, the water bottles, workout gear, and stuff like that for notaries, literally, specifically for notaries. That shirt that you see at the bottom there, that's the shirt superimposed from the Run DMC era. Run DMC era. I took that and created a notary shirt, one of our best sellers. So yes, can you make passive income in the notary industry? Absolutely. Also, I have the 3-time best-selling book. So if you haven't gotten the Rise of the Smart Notary book, you slipping on your pimping. I also released the second one, which is Rise of the Smart Notary Evolution, which also teaches notaries how to build a profitable notary agency. So it's gonna be a series. It's gonna kind of like be like, what do you call those things? You know, those dummy books. They have a dummy book for everything, right? Like, you know, how to cook filet mignon, and then you know how to, how to do all underwater basket weaving. The Rise of the Smart Notary is going to be one of those books that explore everything for notary entrepreneurs, whether it's apostille, whether it's fingerprinting, whether it's building a notary agency, whether you're brand new and you're thinking about becoming a notary and you wanted some real strong insight from people that actually got skin in the game. That's what that's for. And then last thing, I'm a huge advocate for the notary industry as far as being a notary entrepreneur. I have to emphasize that I don't teach people to be notary publics. Notary publics, in my opinion, are single-minded. They're very, very, very narrow-minded, and they only think about what is my next assignment. As a notary entrepreneur, you have so many more options. So many more options. You're like, I can make money over here. I can make money over here. I can make money. And as you guys can see, one stream of income isn't enough these days. And it doesn't require a lot of work for you to do either, for you to have multiple streams of income in the same industry. Now, I want to emphasize that too. Having multiple streams of income doesn't mean having multiple businesses. It means multiple streams in the same industry where you're really not stepping outside of your industry. You're just making income from different auxiliary platforms in the same industry.
Notary Secrets: How to Make More Money Without Working More. During this free webinar, Tiger Toledo reveals how you can attract more clients with cutting-edge ways to market your notary business. You'll learn how to develop the right mindset, how to create passive income as a notary, and about how to start a notary agency. He will also show you how to build a profitable notary business on a shoestring budget. Plus, why it's tougher than ever before to reach prospects, and what you can do about it. The number one skill separating great notaries from their peers. 3 reasons it's hard to learn how to become a successful notary public. And how you can use my SmartNet system to make way more money than you are today. Register today.
It is, I've been doing this for about 4.5 years. I've never done this business full time. Believe it or not. I don't work this business full time at all. It's always been part time. So, question is, would you spend $20 to make $1,200 a year? Right? I would assume that everybody on this webinar would say yes, right? I mean, like, if you would say no, you're on the wrong webinar at the wrong place at the wrong time. Somebody slipped you a Mickey. Somebody puts embalming fluid in your weed. You're smoking that bullshit right now. You are in the wrong place, all right? This book right here, my original Rise of the Smart Notary book, has helped so many notaries increase their profits. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Because if you're getting about, let's say you get about, and I'm talking on the low end, right? You get 10 assignments a month, right? And out of those 10 assignments a month, you're getting about $75 per assignment, right? You read this book, you learn how to turn that $75 into $120 to $150 per assignment. One, that means you didn't have to work harder to make more money. 2, you have positioned yourself so much better to do less work and get paid more. So again, if you don't do nothing else at the end of this webinar, you make sure you go to Amazon and you get this book right here, because it will increase your profits. Period. That's why I created this book. Not to tell you how to do a power of attorney or how to, notarize certain documents. Shit, you could go to YouTube for that. Literally, you could go to YouTube and learn how to notarize some of these documents. I had a notary assignment. I never did an I-9 form before. The lady says she needs to do an I-9 form. I charged her $129.97. On my way driving to her house, I pulled it up on YouTube. While I'm driving, I said, how to notarize an I-9 form. I literally learned how to notarize the I-9 form in 5 minutes. When I got to her house, I saw the document. It looked exactly like the lady had it on the YouTube channel. Boom, did it, got paid, and kept it moving. So if you want to learn how to do documents, that's simple shit. You can find that on YouTube. Some courses you may have, like, depending on how elaborate you want to get into this industry, like loan closing, I would suggest that you get somebody's course on that, because there's a lot that's involved in that, right? But for the most part, a lot of these other books, real easy shit. Yeah, my second book, Evolution, hit #1 new release, bestseller. So again, this is the second part. That's if you want to take it to the next level. If you want to take it to the next level and become an agency, which a lot of you guys already have agency in your back pocket now, because You've released your information to each other. So technically, you have gotten the hardest part out of the way, which is finding a notary in that respective state. That's one of the hardest parts. So if you do want to learn how to build the agency, evolution is definitely the way to go. You are sitting at the top of the food chain with that. Point blank, period. Nobody feeding you. You feeding other people. So life is not a marathon. It is a relay race. Don Peoples, billionaire. So a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I'm first generation American to some Haitian parents. Look, I am not a genius. I like to consider myself pretty smart, but I struggled through school all my life. It was difficult. I got left back about 2-3 times. It was difficult. So I had to work a lot harder than a lot of my other students, peers in school. But that just gave me the tenacity and the perseverance to see things through and be a lot more thorough. So that's why I played the Steve Harvey thing in the beginning for you guys. For those that were able to see Steve Harvey, he went through a lot to get to where he was at. He was homeless. He's on his third marriage. He was flat broke, but he was able to have perseverance and continue to move forward. That's one of the greatest keys of success, because you're going to get knocked down. Whether you have a job or you work for yourself, will you experience death in your family? Absolutely. Will you experience challenges and financial woes, whether you have a job or you're an entrepreneur? Absolutely. So pick which lane you want to play and you go all in. So I have a real...
Hi, my name is Renee Denman, and I am the owner of California Notary Agency. I am telling you a little bit about my experience with the Cashflow Academy. Mr. Toledo and his agency, the U.S. Notary Agency, has been tremendous to my growth and my ability to scale my loan signing service. With that being said, if it wasn't for him, I would not know all of the things that I have, from just his personal coaching, his personal mentoring, and just in general, telling me how to market my business, how to excel, how to leverage, phone scripts, you name it, everything. If it wasn't for himself, his due diligence with me, I would never be where I am now. Let me just give you a sneak peek. $23K a month from just escrow companies from our agency was able to do in the first 6 months of our business. That is just tremendous, and a salute to Mr. Toledo. If it wasn't for him, from just Google My Business, from marketing ourselves to just doing mock calls with escrow companies, how to find notaries, he will tell you everything how to scale your business. So thank you so much, Mr. Toledo, for just investing into Miss Renee. And I applaud you, and I thank you so much. Gratitude. Excellent.
I'm going this way. Tamar said, my expensive lifestyle. Hey, whatever works. Yeah, I look. Trust me, if you were able to see my vision board right now, the house that I have on my vision board is stupid. It don't even make any sense. So yeah, I'm with you with the expensive lifestyle now. Myself so long ago, and my now boo. Okay, shout out to boo. I hear that. Listen, that picture that you see in front of you, that is my beautiful mom. May she rest in peace. God rest her soul. But that isn't the person that actually inspired me to become an entrepreneur. The person that inspired me to become an entrepreneur was the man that fired my mom from a job that she had for over 7 years. I'll repeat that. It was the man that fired my mom. That my mom was a home care attendant. She took care of elderly people, baby powder, fix meals for them and all that stuff. And he fired her. And I was about 15 years old. When he fired her, I never felt more helpless in my life. There was nothing I can do. I didn't have a skill. I didn't have any money. I was a teenager in high school. I was already struggling through school. I couldn't help my mom out. My mom cried in front of this complete stranger. I've never seen my mom cry in front of a stranger before. She cried, she begged this guy to keep her job because she was like, how am I going to take care of my family? How am I going to pay rent? What am I going to do? And she cried all the way from Jamaica, Queens, all the way back to Brooklyn. From that moment, I said, I never want to be in that position where I couldn't help a loved one financially. Now, I would love to give you a Walt Disney story and say I've never had a job in my life. I took the bull by the horns and I became this successful entrepreneur just like that. But no, I had many jobs. I worked at Chuck E. Cheese. I worked at Olive Garden. I worked at Bally Total Fitness. Trust me, the shit was hard. It took a while. It took a while before I became a full-time entrepreneur. But one thing that I knew that I wanted to do is like when I do become that full-time entrepreneur, this is what I said to myself while I was working. I said, I'm going to document everything because I know there are other people in the same situation that I'm in that want to get the hell out. Whether you work for a company that doesn't appreciate you, or maybe you're just tired of telling people, hey, when you can take a vacation, or hey, I'm going to the bathroom. Let everybody know I'm going to the bathroom. You tell the front desk that you got to go use the bathroom. Who knows, whatever that situation is, it tipped you to the point where it said, I want something more in my life. And that's why you're here today. So I want to salute you guys on that. We got a bunch of, we're going to keep typing in your questions and all that good stuff because I'm gonna read through all of it. Trust me. My background is marketing and sales. Okay. That's why I can confidently approach this industry with the intentions to cash flow a business, because my background at the age of 17 years old, luckily for me, I was able to get a nice little job with EMI Records where I was able to work with ladies. I know you probably remember D'Angelo. D'Angelo was one of the artists on EMI Records, Fugees, Muhammadiyah, Patty Rothberg. So I was able to see how the record labels were able to take a no-name talent that was, a lot of times these talented artists were sleeping on people's couches. They were broke. They had no money. Nobody knew who the hell they were. They were singing in the subways of New York City. And the record label was able to put a machine behind them in order for them to become successful. So this is one of the machines that I want to show you. So I just want to give you some insight on my background. First things first, when you confuse them, you lose them. Alan Dibb. When you're talking to your clients on the phone, you don't want to make it complicated. Their life is already complicated. They don't need you to make it even more complicated. When you can simplify their very complicated life for a very specific task that they need to get done, like let's say a power of attorney, you say, you have to know exactly how you're going to control that conversation. You do not let the customer control the conversation. You're supposed to control the conversation because you are the authority. They're calling you for advice. Okay? So real quick, I'm going to tell you my journey on the notary business. Married with children. Those are my 3 beautiful kids, Christian, Noah, and Brooklyn. At that time, before my two other sons were born, I was working at a window manufacturing company, making $17,000 a month. Shit was lovely. I mean, it was more money than I've ever made in my life, right? And here's the thing, I was only working 3 hours per day for 6 days a week. 2008 hit, housing market crash. I'm in the home improvement business. I go from $17K to $2,000 a month. Devastating. Let me tell you something. When your wallet gets expanded, it never goes back to its original shape. It never goes back to its original shape. So I had to make moves. I had to make moves quickly. I enrolled into CDL to be a truck driver. That picture that you see there is me in front of the truck. I literally took this picture. This was one of my turning points, my crossroads. I literally took this picture in front of the truck of a day I was super frustrated with being a truck driver. I was like, I'm in this truck 17 hours a day. 17 hours a day. I have no life. I was making $3,750 every 2 weeks. I took that picture in front of the truck because I said, this shit is going to be over. And then one day I am going to put this picture on one of my webinars. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, for real. I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to show people because people might not believe me. That truck was UC 152 for Canadian National. I took that picture and I said, I'm going to be leaving this company soon, this job soon, this profession soon, because I hate it. It was the worst job I ever had in my life. And I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, you guys. Little kids kick you in the balls as Chuck E. Cheese, all right? Little kids will stab you in the leg with a pencil at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese was like going to Kuwait. It was like going to Iraq with them little kids. Them little kids is vicious. Shit was real. So I felt like Bugs Bunny, man. I made the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Yo, like, how did I get here? How did I go from $17,000 a month, working 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, to working 17 hours a day in a truck, putting in 70 hours a week? It didn't make no sense to me. So because I had so much time sitting in that truck, working the graveyard shift, mind you, I said, I got to find something. I wind up finding a guy named Andre Hatchett. He had just rolled out his notary training school. Guess how much I paid for it, you guys? I paid $100. He didn't have that many courses on there at the time, but I paid $100 for lifetime access. I said, I don't know what this notary stuff is about. At this point, I just want out. I was at my wit's end. I couldn't take it no more. I was angry, depressed. I was frustrated. I felt like I was making all the wrong moves in my life. I had a child. I had one on the way. It was shit, you guys. I'm just being 100% honest. I don't know how to be fake and lie and do all that dumb shit. So I was so just exhausted, and I needed a lifeline. Luckily for this brother, he rolled this thing out. I took it. Because I have a marketing sales background, I gravitated towards the marketing thing immediately.
Hey there, are you ready to discover how you can achieve your biggest dream? Take just a few minutes out of your time today and you could easily change your life. Don't worry, no experience necessary. Keep on watching this video and you won't regret it.
On a beautiful late spring afternoon, 10 years ago, two young men graduated from the same college. They were very much alike. These two young men both had been better than average students, Both were personable and both as young college graduates were filled with ambitious dreams for the future. Recently, these men returned to their college for their 10th reunion. They were still very much alike. Both were happily married. Both had 3 children. And both, it turned out, had gone to start their own notary business in the Midwest. But there was a difference. One of the men was a solopreneur running all the notary appointments himself, and the other had a nationwide notary agency. What made the difference? Have you ever wondered, as I have, what makes this kind of difference in people's lives? It isn't a native intelligence or talent or dedication. It isn't that one person wants success and the other doesn't. The difference lies in what each person knows and how he or she makes use of that knowledge. And that is why I am writing to you about the Notary Cashflow Academy. For that is the whole purpose of the Academy, to give its members knowledge that they can use in business. Every month the Academy releases specific information of interest and significance to notary business-minded people. These videos include workshops, live interviews, worksheets, checklists, and overviews that can help notaries cash flow their business regardless of the current condition of this fast-moving world. Knowledge is power. In the Academy, we will share with you priceless information, strategies, and tactics to either help you avoid costly mistakes and pitfalls for generating countless leads to stimulate your business. A money-saving subscription. Put our statements to the proof by subscribing for the next month for just $97. This is among the shortest subscription term we offer and a perfect way to get acquainted with the Academy. Or you may prefer to take advantage of our Better Buy lifetime, all-inclusive access for $997. You save over $167 in the first year and never have to pay another dime. Simply choose the Cashflow Secrets course and select the payment option that works best for you. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee and may cancel your monthly subscription at any time. If you feel as we do that this is a fair and reasonable proposition, then you will want to find out without delay if the Notary Cashflow Academy can do for you what it is doing for thousands of notary professionals. So please, confirm your order and get instant access to the Notary Cashflow Academy courses immediately. As for those 2 college classmates I mentioned earlier, in the beginning, they graduated from college together and got started in the notary business world. So what made their lives in business different? Knowledge. Useful knowledge. And its execution. An investment in success. I cannot promise you that success will be instantly yours if you enroll in the Notary Cashflow Academy. But I can guarantee that you will find the Academy always interesting, always reliable, and always useful. Happy stamping.
Thanks for watching. I hope you got a lot from it. Don't forget to click the link below for my special discounted price.